Is YouTube running your life? Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brienne. You know, there was a time I was doing live streams every day, two of them actually, one in the afternoon and then one late in the evening. And each one was at least 2 hours long. And in the beginning, it was a lot of fun. And then I felt overloaded. I felt like I was sitting behind the camera and it was hours and hours, and I was exhausted from it. And yet I kept on doing it. I felt that it was something I wanted to do, but I felt like it was running my life. That all I was doing was being on YouTube, and a lot of the other things that I enjoyed, I was either rushing through or I didn't have time for. And I see a lot of people like that. I see a lot of people that, beyond content providing, they're doing live streams, they're doing content, they're trying to build their channel, and their whole life seems to be run by YouTube, so to speak. Not that YouTube is running their life, but they're letting their desire to build their channel run their life, okay? And for me, I won't do that anymore. I gave up live streaming about 1.5 years, close to 2 years ago. And I'm not saying I wouldn't do it in the future because I do enjoy it, but I most certainly wouldn't do it the way I did it before, where it consumed my day. It consumed 7 days a week. And it was no longer fun at that point. Often you can recognize when you no longer enjoy something, sometimes it's time to step back from it, and I did. And I went back to my first love, being on YouTube, which was making content. I love making content. And even that, I have to be mindful not to let it run my life. Because when you let something run your life, you can run your life. You can run all the good things in your life. And you don't want to do that. Life needs to be lived in balance and harmony. And if you're giving too much time to any one thing, the other things are going to get out of harmony and out of balance. It can be okay for a short time, but when we do that for long periods of time, usually those things will fall apart, the other things in our life. And so for me, I love being on YouTube. I'm more of a content provider. I would have to make a choice, content provider or live streaming, but I wouldn't do both unless it was like an occasional live stream. Now, periodically I will go on someone else's live stream and I enjoy that. And yet I don't do it on a regular basis anymore. And so the key here is you don't want to overload your life. You don't want to overwhelm your life. And I do see a lot of people here on YouTube doing that. No one is making them do that. They're doing it to themselves. And, building a channel and having a channel is wonderful. And I love that. And yet sometimes I have to step back. When I feel like it's overloading or it's running my life, I step back from it. And I relax and then I go back into it. And that can be that way in any area of life. When we let something run our life, that's usually not good. And so even YouTube, we can let ourselves be run by our desire to build our channel to the point that we let everything else go. And that's not a good thing. So I'm here because I enjoy being here. It's at my own time schedule. I have fun, and yet I go do all the other wonderful things that I love to do. From my house to yours, I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.